Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank y'all so much for being patient with me. The Saturday Night Live, the one of my guests canceled, so we're gonna reschedule that. Last night, my internet box blew. I don't know what happened, so they had to FedEx me one, and we got it today. So we're good. And now my guests are inboxing me, trying to get in. And I don't see him. He says he thinks he's in, but I don't see him. How's everybody doing? It's been a series of events going on, and it's just been just a shame. It's just a sad shame. Hello, Bosic Mom. Hello, woman of God. Welcome, everybody. Y'all come on in, hit the like buttons on your way. We're trying to get my guest in. So I'm trying to lead them in here and see if I can get them in. But thank y'all so much for coming. Come on in. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Let me see. I'm fixing to call somebody. Cause not one of they're trying. Let me see. Here we go. I don't see you. Can you hear me, Flap? So can you hear me? Y'all, can y'all hear me? Hi, Shireen Hill. Is that right? Oh, okay, Corey. I see you coming. I I see you coming in. There you are. There you are, Flap. Can you hear me? Your mic is not on. Go to the bottom and turn your mic on.
Hear me?
Can hear you. Hi, Flap.
What's going on?
Not
I'm
much.
having, I was having difficulties. Oh, hold on. I didn't hit the wrong button.
I see you.
Okay, I hit leave, but I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. You still here. You still
Okay.
so everybody, we got Corey and we waiting on the other two.
What they
So
doing?
I'm gonna tell y'all. So for Dan, he had put something on his Facebook about um the police doing something and they shut him down.
Oh
So
yeah?
yeah, and I don't know. Can you text him? Oh, you're on your phone, aren't you? Let me
Yeah.
see.
Let me see. I can text him though.
You can text him and see
Yep.
what's going on so we can get him in too.
Okay, hold on.
Otherwise, we'll get started here in a little bit and they can join in. So we got 20 people in the chat. Welcome, welcome everybody. Hello, apps on the tube. Um, let's see. Oh, hey April, that's you. I wasn't sure who you were. But y'all can still we got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, you guys hit the like button for us. Welcome to Phases the Next Level. We're going to talk about it, y'all. We're going to talk about it. Hey, Kim Tucker. Thank you for being here. You guys share this video. Let them know we in here and we are talking about it and we bars none. Uh-oh, he went away. Hey, Shamika Williams. Thank you so much for being here. You guys come on in. What's up? What's up? Hey, Kristen Tenniswood. Hey, everybody, come on in. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for being willing to listen to what's going on and other people's opinion about what's going on. When I invited these guests, they had some very strong opinions. And so we want to talk about it and then later on open the phone lines. I'm going to try. Okay. Come on in. Thank y'all for being here. What y'all been up to? It seems like forever since I've been here. I got some pretty good interviews coming up here in the next few days. So, but lately it's just all around injustice, George Floyd, racism, how we're being treated. They gave the officer a ball and he took a life, but RK can't get a bail. They gave the officer. Oh, the officer got bail on a murder? Did I miss that? Okay, he's back. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, K Baby's Lane. Hey, K Baby. Shaking my head. Hey, Keisha. Did you text him?
Yeah, I text him. He ain't text me back.
Okay.
So
We gonna get started. We know Ed will pop in here. I'm gonna make sure. So anyway, you guys, we want to welcome Corey back. He's been here before. He was on the other platform. So now Shireen Hill, $500,000. Hey, Tawana Campbell. Hey, everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. We want to welcome. His name is Corey, y'all, but I call him Flap, or I might call him Maurice. You got to bear with me, okay? You'll know who I'm talking about. So Maurice, welcome here. We're glad you're back. We're gonna have the other guys to join us, but I want to tell you the reason that I reached out to you to come back is because I was seeing your post. I was feeling your anger.
mm-hmm.
And in particular, I saw Corey. They're saying hi
Hello.
to
I
you.
can't see.
Yeah, he can't see him, but we'll let him know you speaking to him.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we saw your post. We felt how you were. We saw how you was feeling, and basically, you said, "I got something to say." So I want to say, you can't hear K Baby. Hold on. Can you not hear me, or you can't hear Corey? Which one? Let me know so we can fix it. Bosick Mom, you said $1.25 million bill. Who's on for all of them? Can't hear. K Baby, can you hear now? Is it me? Let me know. I can hear both real good. Okay, they can hear. Okay, baby, let me know what's going on with you, okay? So, okay, anyway. Oh, she said no. So they're saying they can hear us. Tawana Campbell says, hello, Mr. Corey Rogers.
Hello.
Everybody can hear us, K Baby. So maybe it's on your end. So see what you can do to fix it. But anyway, so Corey, one thing in particular that drew my attention is that you talked about the American flag. So I want to know what your what your issue or problem is. Hey, Donita. Hey, twin. What the issue is with the flag, and help me understand where you're coming from.
I mean, basically, it stands for land of the free. It's not really much to. I mean, it stands for land of the free, and black people are not free. I mean, it's plain and cut, simple.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna respect the flag like that. You know, it don't respect me or my race. It never has. I mean, they say it's supposed to, but the fact of the matter, it hasn't. You know,
Right.
so
Right. And then you hear this, so this equality and justice for all, and it's just not, that's not what it is.
not
And
what it is.
so I understand when you say that. I just wanted people to understand what you were feeling about that. So what about George Floyd? What about, so let's just back up. Too many times the issue has come about that a black man life has been taken at the hands of a white police officer for no reason. Hi, Janita. Twins are in here. Thank you
Janita.
all for being
What's
here.
up, Janita?
So yeah, so they and then, like, okay, we get mad and we get angry, but this time it feels a little different. Where were you when you saw it, and what was your first reaction to his death?
I was sitting at home, and it's like, you know, it really don't. I mean, it surprised me, but it didn't, because I mean, just me seeing this, and actually had friends killed at the hand of the police, and been roughed up myself.
Yeah.
Uh, it didn't surprise me, but it's just like, how long is this? They gonna let this go on? It's just like,
Right.
there's no training in the force to me. I don't. I think they just, you know, there's no training, and
I feel
it's
like,
sad.
yeah, I feel
Mhm.
like they're hard up for people to work on the force and they're just hiring anybody. And I feel like that the policies have to change, the laws have to change, they have to make some correction because the
Mhm.
police officers should be accountable just like you and I are have to be accountable. If I pulled a man out with his handcuffs behind his back, right,
Yeah.
threw him on the ground, and he's saying he can't breathe, I can't breathe, but yet and still, and your fellow police officer saying you think we ought to roll him over, and you still
Mhm.
refuse. How is it that you even out on bond? I'm hearing that he got a bond,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
if I did it, you'll never see
Yeah.
the light of day again. You
Yeah.
you won't, you murder, you down for murder, you're not gonna get
Yeah.
out.
I got caught with a gun and didn't have a bond.
A gun and didn't have a bond. And then we know with their where we come from, they're putting people in jail for selling drugs with life without parole. And it's a
Mhm.
non-violent offense. Life
Yeah.
without parole. And it's a
Yeah.
non-violent offense. The laws have
Yeah.
got to change. But you can go kill somebody in front of the camera and you can get bond.
Yep.
That's the reason that we say, why are we, you think, we're perceived as angry black men and women because we're compassionate, because we speak up, but shouldn't we be
Mhm.
angry? Shouldn't we be
Yeah.
angry?
We should be a lot more angry than we are, to tell the truth. But you know,
We should be a lot more voiceful than what we are.
yeah.
And
True.
I think that that stems from being afraid to speak because we don't know what's going to happen to us, right?
Mhm.
We're not treated fairly. So we don't know what to say and what not to say. But I think it's the time has come where even me, I've gotten a little bolder. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I have to say what I'm feeling. And what I'm feeling is unjust. And I feel
Yeah.
it's unfair. And I feel that it's time to change. And
Yeah.
then they come out in numbers and say, "Well, we stand with you, we stand with you." But is it just now because something has happened to George, and then in about a month it'll be total silence? You won't hear nothing
Yeah.
else. We got,
Yeah.
if you're going to stand and if you're going to say something, then we need to continue to talk about it. We need to continue have these conversations. We need to keep pushing the issue for changing the laws with black men, because until then you can't say equality and justice for all until
Mhm.
everybody is treated equal across the board.
That's true. Very
So
true, man.
yeah, the Kim Tucker says there you go, phases. That's what I'm talking about. We are afraid to speak up because I'm one of them and have been, oh, where did it go? And have been mistreated on my job for no reason. Kim, we have a lot of that. So
Mm.
you hear flap, people at work. Let me just give some examples of things that I hear or have experienced. Like, so I've got my master's degree, and they bring people in for you to train them, and then you stay stagnant, you never move up the ladder, you training people that maybe don't even have a degree, and they're moving on,
Mhm.
but you don't say nothing because you need a job,
Mhm.
because I got a family to take care of, so I'm afraid
Mhm.
to say, hey vet, I'm afraid to say anything. But I think at this day and time, that's the reason that it continues to happen, is because we've been afraid to speak up.
Yeah.
What do you think
That's
about
true.
black? Go ahead. Were you gonna say
No,
something?
I mean that's true. I mean, to me, it's the year of entrepreneur, man. If you can try to get your own, and we got to support each other. We got to support each other's business, man. I mean, we getting did so wrong by other races, and they know we need them. As far as the nail shops, hair salons, and they just handle us any kind of way.
Hmm.
And I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I was a female, my hair would be looking crazy because if I had to go to them, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's just honest. But
right.
I mean, we gotta build our own and get our own, and that's really the only way. Because if we gotta continue to go through them,
Then they'll
you
keep
know,
doing what they're doing. If
yeah, exactly.
we're no longer gonna show up, because we have hairdressers that are black. Let's
Hmm.
support our black women and men in the beauty and barber a barber business. You know,
Mm-hmm.
let's go. And you're right, Corey. We have to try to find our own way and
Mm-hmm.
create our own opportunities, and our
Mm-hmm.
and by that is entrepreneurship. You have to
Yeah.
be able to have your own business, and when you have your own business and then we're getting the support that we need and people are frequenting us and
Yeah.
coming spending with us, then we can help our other Black people, right,
Mm-hmm.
and give
Yeah.
them jobs and
Give
teach them,
jobs.
yeah, teach them how to become entrepreneurs so they can go
Mm-hmm.
on and they can help the next person, and then make it a trickle effect is
Mm-hmm.
what I say. And right, Random TV, right, rest in peace, George Floyd, and to all of his family. Right, that's right, Candy West, make our own Black Wall Street. Um,
Yeah.
so Shamika says, I agree, Corey. I'm working on getting my own business for real. You have to, Bosic Mom.
Yeah.
I think that that's if you want to be treated fairly,
Mm-hmm.
you have to create your own opportunities. One experience that I had is that I've been on my job for a long time, and I have
Mm-hmm.
my master's degree. But before I got my master's degree, I was talking to my boss, and I said, I'm going to go on and I'm going to get my master's degree. And she literally told me, why would you go get your master's degree? It's not going to help you. And I was like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm going to get my master's degree if it's nothing
Mm-hmm.
but for self-satisfaction and to set an
Mm-hmm.
example for my kids. Whether they give me the opportunity or not, I'm steady trying to create opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the next level. I'm a blogger. I'm a public speaker. I created events. I'm trying to do
Mm-hmm.
whatever I can in my
Mm-hmm.
own way so that I can
Mm-hmm.
build on my business and then be able to help somebody else, because that's the
Yeah.
only way. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Yes, Candy said that. No, oh well, I don't know what you do. What you would do that for, because it's not going to help you. So, but being who I am, that even made me want to do it even more.
Yeah.
And I would, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
to prove
Yeah.
that that's something
Yeah.
to say. Don't do it because we still trying to hold y'all back. And
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, a lot of time, that's a threat, that you become a threat to them, and they
Yeah.
think that you will surpass them, and so that's why we've been held back.
That's
Um,
true.
so I
That's
had,
it.
yeah, I had some other questions. There were so this police officer that is the one that had his knee in George's neck. He was
Mm-hmm.
he had previously 18 complaints against him. 16 of them, nothing ever happened. Two of them, maybe a slap on the hand. Like, you got 18 complaints and you don't see that there's a problem somewhere with this person, this individual person. Like, 18 people, I mean, there's 18 things that occurred while you were on the police force, and no one did anything. No one did anything about it. So what do you think about that?
Sad. That's sad. That's just it just shows you. I mean, you think that's the only cop like that in America?
Right.
That's the only one we know of, you
That's the
know.
only one we know of, because this
That's
happened. Right.
exactly,
You're right.
exactly,
You're right.
exactly.
Because, Flap, if this hadn't happened, how many more complaints would have been brought against him and nothing happened?
Yeah. This
Right.
right here, he would have got away with murder with this. He would
Right.
have got away if the camera wasn't there.
With that
He
camera
would
in
have
there,
got away.
they were saying, thank God for cameras, but the person that was filming got fired immediately from the
Yeah, I
job.
was reading something like that. She been getting harassed. I
Getting
didn't really.
harassed. She's getting harassed. I've reached out to her, but it's a hard time right now. I would really love to talk to her, but getting harassed, threats, lost your job because what? Because you stood there, you stood your ground, you recorded it, because and everybody around saying, now we wouldn't have heard none of this. He can't breathe. He's telling you he can't
Mhm.
breathe. Get off of him. He can't breathe. And so she gets harassed and she gets fired from her job. Another, another, that's another example of this injustice.
Mhm.
I believe his sergeant should be held accountable as well. So Shireen Hill, I hope I'm saying it right. I agree to you to an extent, because here's what I think. I think that they are not being, like you said, Flap, they're not being trained right. Even
Mm-hmm.
in Dallas, they have now passed a law that the way the police push you in hand in a arm choke, or you know what I'm saying, a, whatever. What do you call it? A chokehold.
Chokehold, yeah.
Yeah, and they also have changed laws where the police has to speak before shooting. Like you can't just go shoot them, right?
Nah,
They got their
can't.
hands up, and you shoot them down, kill them. How are they a threat to you? I'm showing you my hands. Showing you my hands. Yes, Michelle, she needs to get a lawyer, and I hopefully she has, and hopefully somebody is directing her to do that. Is it
Mm-hmm.
true that they work together at a club? Donita, who are you talking about? Are you talking about
The officer
the
and
officer
George.
and who? Oh, they said he
George.
was a bodyguard. Right. They said that George was a off security guard or a bodyguard at a club that they worked together at. I'm not sure though. I don't want to speak on it if I'm not sure. But if anybody in here knows, please let us know. She says, Faces, we work harder and educate ourselves. I have so much so much student loan debts, but I've accomplished my education journey. 26 years on my job. I'm more prepared for my counseling. That so Bostic mom, you have the education. I feel like now, like I spoke on Friday at a rally that we had, and my thing was we need to create tuition opportunities where we're not in debt for the rest of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We go and we try to make do what's right. They say go do what's right, right? Go
Yeah.
make a life for
Go get
yourself.
in debt.
But then when you do that, they're putting you in debt, and there's no way in your lifetime that you can pay 60, 100,000, $180,000
Mm-hmm.
student loans. And so they got
Mm-hmm.
you by the neck just doing that. So why we need to look at creating those kind of tuition opportunities and give, so
Mm-hmm.
like Plastic Mom is saying, if you want to create a business and be an entrepreneur, give us some scholarships, you know,
Yeah.
some black business scholarships for
Mm-hmm.
individuals trying to create a business and be an entrepreneur. There's got to be more because they say they have them, and when you go to apply for them, you don't get it.
You don't get them, man.
Why? Because it don't exist. What's the problem? What's the problem? Um, let's see. That ex the ex Minneapolis police officer should have been charged first degree murder because he knew exactly what he was doing, and the officer in question is a training officer and trains officers on the force. That's scary. Training them to do what? Hello to everyone just joining.
Mm.
Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank y'all so much for being here. We got 50 people watching, and we need 50 likes if we can. We have Corey Rogers joining us, and we should have Ed Newton and Dan joining us here in a little bit. I know for sure Ed is. Dan, y'all, let me tell y'all, he went out on his Facebook and posted something about the police officers. He spoke his piece or whatever, and they shut his page down. So I got an email. He said, I was trying to respond to you, but I couldn't. They shut me down.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
So
But,
Donnie, Corey,
but freedom of speech. But they say freedom of speech, you know.
but they say freedom of speech. That's why America is such a great company. You have
Mm.
such a great country because you have
Yeah.
freedom of speech. For
Freedom
real,
of speech.
for real. So let's talk
Yeah.
about it, Donita. Donita says, "What about Donald Trump?" Like we could go on and on and on and on about him.
I
What?
wasn't a Donald Trump fan before he even became president.
Never
So
was. I never was. I never
I
was.
just
So let's talk about him, Flap. He what what
a trust fund, baby. I mean,
he
somebody leave me $40 million. I'm not gonna look back, you know.
right. But I'm still not, I think though that I'm still not gonna say when we're having a peaceful rally and we're having a peaceful protest, go call the military, bomb them, And so you say that you don't want to promote violence, but that's exactly what he was doing, promoting violence. That's my opinion. That's my
But
opinion.
that's what we're doing in other countries. I mean, when other, when 9/11 hit, what did we do? When
Yep.
bombs, some violence. You know
Violence.
what I'm saying?
Hold
All
on.
the wars, Vietnam. Vietnam wasn't even our war. Just got in it. So I
Right.
hear,
Right. Donita says,
when bombs, some.
I saw a picture with his parents being former KK members, 70 years of membership. I believe it.
I heard, I
Tiny,
seen that picture too though, but
yeah,
I don't know. I seen it on Facebook, so I.
yeah. Well, I don't put it past him. What I've known, like, let me tell you this. Let me just be honest. Okay, I haven't met Donald Trump. I don't know him personally because people say, well, how do you know you don't met him? I don't know him personally. What I know is all I know about a person is what they show me. And what
Mm-hmm.
he told me is he don't give a dang about black people and
Mm-hmm.
he don't give a dang about women. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, do you even care about this country in the way that you're saying to bomb all these people because they're having a peace rally? You know, they're out on the street. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I don't know, I might get it for this, but I don't agree with looting and rioting, especially
Mm-mm.
on black businesses.
Mm-mm.
I don't believe it. I feel like, you know, they already look at us, and I said this the other night in my speech as well, and I just said it a while ago. If we're compassionate about something and we speak out about it, we're an angry black. I'm an angry black woman. You're an angry
Yeah.
man, Flap, right?
Yeah.
We can't do things in order to make them look like they, you know, they telling the truth. Like that's really what, because that's what they say about us. So our actions should be different in that, you know, the way that we act so that they can't continue. They're going to continue to say we're angry black men and women. We can still be compassionate, but I think by going out and looting and putting places on fire, you know, starting fires and burning buildings down, I think that's exactly it proves them to be right when you act like that.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that?
Yeah, that's true. I've always thought that. That's true. It's very true.
Yeah,
I mean, that's very true.
you can't.
And
It's
you see it all the time. I mean, people been saying it. People say it. You know, in my little Facebook groups that I'm on, like black so-called Facebook groups. People say it. And then you got to look at it from their point of view. Like, man, you know,
you guys.
we do
Am
sometimes.
I still on here? It says what happened. What happened? Did I get kicked off? Can you see
I
me?
hear you.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Yeah,
Okay. She's been knocked off having black. I don't know what that means.
it might be on her end. I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. You guys, if you can see me good and you can hear me good, raise your hand in the chat, put a 1, 2, whatever y'all do in the chat to let me know. You see me, Donita? Okay, good. I don't know what happened on the other end, but anyway, I'm good. Thank you, April. You guys hit the like buttons if you will. So let me see if we can get little Ednam in here. They might be stuck too.
Yeah, I text Dan. He hasn't texted me back yet.
Okay. Thank you, Jersey girl. Right. So yes, it's been decades. They haven't been listening. Jack One Uptone says Donald Trump's still playing the same racist game that's going to prevent him from being reelected. So let me tell you this. Let me see what you think, Flap. People are saying, like, for me, this is my opinion. Phases next level. My opinion. Donald Trump did not win the election. He did not win the election to be president. Something happened, and he was placed. Something happened during that night or during that whole process, and it looked like he won, but I don't think he won the race for president.
To me, Marie, they all placed since the first one on to this one. They all placed to me. That's my opinion. They
You
all
know,
placed.
yeah. I hear.
So don't nobody win. I mean, when was that in Florida when they messed up on the votes? I don't know when that was. The Bushes, somewhere around the Bush area in Florida where they miscounted the votes. Said, oh no, Bush won.
Yep.
Whatever they said. It's like,
Yep. Thank
you
you.
know,
Thank you so much. It's true. I even heard someone say that like every 2 years Democrat win, every 2 years then every 4 years is Democrat, every 4 years is Republican, every 4 years is Democrat, every 4 years is Republican. But I really feel like that, like Donald Trump has made a lot of people angry um
yeah.
in his Republican Party, And I feel like I don't know, he may not make it to his next term, the next term. But again, he may be placed back in there.
I know. It's
Because
not up to them.
yeah,
It's up to a couple of few people at the top.
the powers that be.
Yep.
Tanya Campbell says, I hate to say it, the police, I hate to say it, police been doing this for centuries, killing our black people. This lawyer said it's a 99% chance a police officer will not ever get convicted of a murder. Well, you heard whenever the Minnesota mayor came out, of one of them, they came out and they said, they're gonna, they arrested them, but you guys got to understand it's very hard to convict an officer. Why is it hard?
It's not.
It's not. You choose not to convict them, and
Yeah.
the evidence is blatantly in the open, but you choose not to convict them.
Yeah. Whatever, they're part of the system, Anytime you're part of the system,
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
the system.
yeah. So because and the proof is there. Like, just like on the video, there's no reason. There is no. I am. I don't know. I guess I want to say I'm shocked, but I'm not, that they got bail, a bond, so they could bail out. But because you murder somebody. But I'm telling you right now, if Flap, you go out there and you murder somebody, you're going to jail and you're not coming back home. You're not coming back home. It just
Not at all.
is what it is.
Not at all.
Okay, Bossic Mom, I'm glad you can see it now. I don't know what happened. So anyway, let me see what else I got. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like we're talking about, they don't get convicted. So they immediately, when they shoot and kill somebody, or they put their knee in somebody's neck and kill them, oh, they're on leave with pay.
Yeah.
First of all, they're on
Yeah.
leave with pay. Oh, we've done our investigations. They're back on the force.
Yeah.
So you wonder, no wonder they continue to kill them,
Of
kill us.
course.
There ain't nothing gonna
Of course.
happen. A slap
Of
on the,
course.
and then you know what? And they can sleep at night. Like, hey, you kill somebody and you good with that? That's, you got that much hate in you?
Yeah.
That's hate.
Heart ain't right.
Right. Because the way they got the law for police officers. That's exactly it, Tanya. And that's why we gotta keep yelling and screaming. They got to look at the policies, and they gotta look at the laws, and they gotta change them. Who's gonna change the laws? The laws are never changed when it comes to it affecting law enforcement. And that's a fact. Let me try to get back up here and see some more comments. I'm going to open the phone line, but I was really wanting to hear from Dan. Dan had a lot to say, and I was
I
really,
know. I don't know.
yeah, hopefully they'll still come in because they were ready. They
I
were,
know they are. I
uh,
know they are.
so what about, let me see. Signed a repeal which grants Communications Decency Act, immunity being held responsible for user generated content. Oh, I don't know what that is. So anyway, we're going to open the phone lines if y'all have questions or even just statements. We want to hear from y'all. We want to know how you're feeling. And we're going to give Ed and Dan a chance to get in, ask Corey some questions if you still have them. But we want to hear from y'all. The phone line is 346-213-8176. Let me put that up there. If whichever moderators, K Baby's Lane, April, if you hear, put the phone number up in the chat. Let me see if I have it. Okay, 346-213-8176. Give us a call. Let's talk about it. I want to hear y'all's voices. Want to hear what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me get back to my chat. It's not hard. They pretend it's hard to convict a cop because cops are the arm of the white supremacy. You're right. It's not hard. That's what that's what we were saying. It's not hard. It's what they choose to do. They can choose to convict them or not, and they just choose not to. But then they wonder why we act like we act.
Yeah.
That's a smack in the face and an insult to the family members. It is, of all these murder victims by the hands of the police officers that can have administrative leave and a paycheck. That's right. It's very oh, it's very offensive and it's very insulting. And then the families go and um they try to appeal it or whatever, and they still get shut down. I really feel like it's going to be there are going to be some changes. Like, you hear them say, oh, I was blind to these situations, or I just didn't know. But this is not anything new. This has been happening over and over and
Hmm.
over again. So my nephew and my husband's out there cutting the yard while I'm live, if y'all hear it. Right where I'm live. Police and elected officials have qualified immunity. Not right. It's not fair. Nothing's right about it. Didn't they convict the black police officer, but he killed the woman on an accident?
In Minnesota,
In Are you, Tanya? Are you talking about in Minnesota?
he got 12 years or something.
Yeah, I think that's who she's talking about.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy.
I think these guys are gonna get some time though.
I think that they almost have to. They
Yeah, they
have to convict them.
have to,
They
have to convict. You really gotta on this one. You really gotta mark my words. If they don't give these guys a lot of time, it's gonna be more problems.
It's going to be more
Like,
problems.
you need to give these guys like what they got to do, like 20, 30 years in the pen, or at least 15 flat years. You can't give
Yeah.
these guys no year and a half, two
Or
years.
yeah, yep.
You can't do that. It's
Well,
gonna
and
be problem.
and I think they know that. I would bet my last dime that if they are not convicted, they're gonna catch HELL, and it's gonna
Yeah.
trickle effect across the whole world. Because
Mm-hmm.
even right now, this is an international thing. It has gone international. People across the
Yeah.
waters are saying
Yeah.
wrong. You can't continue to do this. Jack One Uptone says black people gonna have to be they're going to have to be on this every day nonstop in order to change it. White supremacy don't take vacations. That's it. You couldn't have said that better.
Man,
You
you
couldn't have
sure couldn't have.
said
He
that better.
did.
Jack One Uptone, I don't know who you are, but that is so true. And that's the problem. We speak loud when it happened, and then we eventually just fade
Wow.
away, and you never hear about it again. Just like
Mhm.
Sandra Bland, you know,
Yeah.
whole big old mess. You never hear it again. Trayvon Martin, they went, a long time and talked about a long time, but it kind of fades away. We got to continue to be in their face. You got to continue to do your rallies. You got to continue to do your protests. You got to continue to make the law, the lawmakers, the ones that make the decisions of the law, hear us and know that we're not playing about it. You're not playing about it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
feel like our race is intimidating to other races because they know we are strong if we come together as a whole. It's true, but they put it in a way that, like, if we all get in one place together, we're gonna start shooting up the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is it that they can come together and they can stand strong? Why can't we come together and not be looked at as murderers like ourselves? Like, we're gonna come and gather around downtown and we're gonna just shoot everybody up. We're trying to be heard, and I feel like
Hmm.
being heard is not shooting and not looting and not rioting. You gotta
Hmm.
speak so they can hear you, because when you start doing that, they turn a deaf ear to you. They don't
Yeah.
they don't have nothing for you, because
Yeah.
now you're burning down the whole city. And they do. They fear us. That's why they say, like, I could be fine in a good mood and want, are you okay? What's wrong? Well, what do you mean what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. They think I'm angry because I'm fine. I'm okay. I have to be like
Yeah,
all the time,
I
No,
know.
I'm
I
just
know.
but are you okay? Something wrong? Nothing's wrong. I'm good. That was the cop in that was the cop in Minneapolis named Muhammad. Is that the black cop? Was it the
Yeah, the
black?
black cop,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
black cop that killed the white girl, I think.
yeah.
Something like that.
That's
Yeah,
how.
on accident.
Yeah, that's how they feel. But we are not. We are not violent. We just want equality and respect. I feel like when they get that part, Basic Mom, when they finally get that part, we just want respect and we want equality. You want us to respect you. You want to be equal. Then we should be allowed to speak and not be looked at in a bad manner, in a bad way. We should be able to. If you want respect, you got to give respect. How can
True.
you respect something, somebody, or someone, or
Yeah.
or your what you stand for if you steady killing us up for no reason? And even if there was a forgery issue, that's a misdemeanor. Why did you kill him? Why did
Yeah.
you murder him? Wasn't he already in the truck and you drug him out? I just get angry when I talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like the whole system is broken. The whole
It
system
is.
is broken when it comes to the black people. Unfortunate. I hate that Dan and Ed are here. This would be a whole great conversation,
Mhm.
um, because when looting. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Donald Trump says when looting starts, the shooting starts. That's how he feel about it. You start looting, then the shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The intent inflames violence. National Guards are shooting. Yeah, okay. Not done. Mhm. Yeah, I'm still live. Okay. Sorry, y'all. So anyway, maybe Flap is that we have to president are selected, not elected. Exactly what you said, Flap. Candy West believes it that they are selected, not elected. But I feel like, do you feel like Candy or Flap that even if that's the case, that we don't go out and vote? I
I
saw
don't vote
I
because of
saw
that reason.
I saw Snoop say that he has never voted ever, but he
I've never voted.
really he thinks that.
I've always, because of that reason, I've always believed they've selected. So what am I voting for?
Yeah, they said that Snoop. I guess maybe that's the reason Snoop had never voted, but he said I've never in my life, but I think I am this time. You going Flap?
No.
To your guns, huh?
I ain't going for it. I
Yeah,
ain't. I
yeah,
just don't believe. There's no proof that there's no proof in history to shows that a person's votes counted. Because I mean, you vote them. You vote. If I vote and turn it in to you, I don't know where to go after that. I don't know who's counting it. I don't know. Can anybody be sure, be 100% sure that they vote counted? Yeah,
right,
you turned it into the ballot, but has it counted? Who did it go to? Do you know where it went after your vote
right,
went in?
right.
You don't know. Nobody knows. But I mean, I encourage people to go vote if that's what they want to do. But my vote, I
And
don't.
yeah, and it's an
Yeah,
option. It's your own. You
it's
can
an option. Yeah.
choose or not. It's what you believe, and if you strongly believe that, because a lot of people think that, like, you go vote for what
Hmm.
you wait. It's a waste of time. They're not.
Hmm.
They're gonna do what they want to do. At the end of the day, they're gonna do
Hmm.
what they want to do anyway. So it's a matter of your opinion. Wickedness in high places is fob, not this one, because we're going to deal with it ourselves. Tamika Mallory, she was spot on. I didn't hear Tamika.
Um,
Did you hear Tamika Mallory? Is what the
I forgot what happened to her. It's been so many.
Yeah, it's been a
I
lot.
forgot what happened to her. Uh, when was that?
Tell us,
What?
T Rona, can you call me T Rona? Let us talk about that. And I also wanted to talk about the NFL. Harlem, New York says, what about the NFL now issuing an apology for not following through with the players and not allowing them to kneel, but Cap got
Mm,
blackballed for it, right? Right?
yeah,
So all right, now it's okay, but you didn't believe in what he was standing for then. So now you find
yeah.
apologizing. Apologizing.
That's
Hi, Verna.
that surprised me.
So Verna says not to vote is a oh goodness. Y'all getting a call. Verna says not to vote is a yes for Trump. You have got to vote. Our ancestors lost lives in order for us to vote.
It's enough people voting. I'm cool. I ain't- I just
Okay. It is you, that's just what you believe.
yeah, I just can't see it.
Yeah.
I
And
just
Jay
don't.
Bennett
And
says
I might change my mind later. I mean, I might,
you never know. Joe
never
Bennett,
know, but
I kind of believe in this right here as well, Jay Bennett. I said Joe, but it's Jay Bennett. If we don't vote or if we don't act on upon things, then we can't complain about the outcome. Like if we don't stand up for what's right, like we're going to these rallies and protesting, well, if we don't go and support and go and be heard, then we can't sit back and complain about it. Some people believe if you don't vote, then you can't complain about what's going on. But when you look at it from your lenses, Maurice, I get that. I really do get it.
hmm
You know, we don't. You have. It's like you taking a gamble, right?
hmm
I'll go vote, but I'm not sure how things are going. I don't know what they do in the background.
hmm
I don't know what happens back there. I don't know where they're going with this because who's volunteering and taking the ballots, and then when they get the ballots, who's taking them where, and who's are they really submitting them, or are they taking Barack Obama's out and put more in for Donald Trump? I don't know, right?
Yeah,
It's
true.
annoying, but for me personally, I'm like on the opposite of that, Corey. I feel like I should vote. I feel like no matter what, I'm gonna do my duty because we earned it. We earned that right to
hmm
vote. And so since we have that right, and like kind of like Verna was saying, our ancestors lost their lives to get make that happen, then that's why I do it. Please
hmm
change your mind. They're saying, Corey, please change your mind and vote. We need your vote. We are seeking change, and it does matter. So he said he may change his mind.
I may. As
Yeah,
of right now, I ain't voting.
yeah, ain't no.
As of right now, I ain't gonna.
Okay. The
I
NFL,
just don't.
yeah, I
You
get
know.
it. And it's just not,
Yeah,
you're not the only one that feels
yeah.
like
I
that.
know a lot of people like me.
Yes. The NFL needs to apologize to Mr. Colin Kaepernick, yes, and reinstate his job. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, and yes. I agree with that. They're predicting Trump will suffer a historic loss. A historic loss. Where did that go? Losing in a landslide this is election. So Jack won Uptone. I feel like this is just my opinion as well. All of this is that he may lose this, he may lose out, he may not win the vote. And the reason that I say that is because he made a bunch of people mad. He has fired a bunch of people for no reasons. He has, from what we see, we're not there, but from what the information that we get, and then the way that he portrayed himself, I've never in life seen a president tweet his just you out tweeting about stupid stuff and you got a whole country to run, and then even in his own party, he has pissed them off. And I don't know. I feel like he won't win. If he does, will I be surprised? No, I won't be surprised, but I feel
No,
like he won't. Yeah. They said Hillary. Yep, they did. Hillary won. I think Hillary won. Verna said
I
exactly.
think she did too.
I think she won. Verna said
I
exactly.
think she did too.
Yeah. If we don't vote, we cannot complain. Once we vote, we have done our civic duty. I fight hard for everyone to vote, especially felons. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Please vote. Your vote may be the very one that is needed to win. They trying to cheer you on.
Mm,
Right now, I just he Flap is one that if his mind is made up on something, if he believes in it, and that's what he'll stand for. But you never know.
yeah,
As time passes and as you
yeah,
to do your research and you continue to see
yeah,
because you do research, maybe that it'll change around. So I'm hoping that
yeah.
you will change your
My
mind.
wife votes. She votes.
That's we need your vote.
I might vote. I might.
Yeah, well, I'm glad your wife does it. Maybe she can, kind of explain to you why, why
Yeah,
it's important. You know why we think
yeah,
it's important, but it's every individual.
yeah. I understand both sides. I just understand both sides, but I just don't. I mean, it's just. I mean, I explained. Like I say, it's just. I just can't be sure my vote counts. Can't nobody be sure your vote counts. Of course, you get the self satisfaction of
Mm-hmm.
going to vote and your voice or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I know. Just in my view, I just see no reason to because
I
like
get
I
that.
say, I can't be 100% sure. And then over times, it's been proof that it's been rigged and changed up and all that in the past. So it's like proof
Mm-hmm.
in the pudding, you know. You think that
Yeah,
was the only time they tried that? Those two times it was faulty. You think that's the only time this has happened? You know, this is.
I get it.
But see, but I understand and I respect that our ancestors went through this, you know, for us and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I respect that too. So I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of again, it's every individual's choice to do it or not. And then you have your own reasons for why. And we have to respect each other for that. I wanted to kind of switch it a little bit. We talk so much about how the police, white police in particular, are killing up our black men, and our black boys have to be so careful when they leave the home. Like I know for me, when my son leaves, I worry until he's home.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to worry. But I want to get to a point where I want us to get to a point where we're not. Uh, Hold on. Oh no, just a moment. Okay. I want to get to a point where we're not fighting each other and killing each other. That we come together and we stand together. Because the fact of the matter is honest is that we kill one another for whatever reasons. I want to get to a point where we have control over that we're steering away from violence on each other. We're steering away from violence, period, and we're coming together and standing as a race. I feel like that our race, the black race, more than any other race, is we fight against each other, and we need to come together instead of fighting against each other. And then that's what they sit back and look at, right? He done killed.
Mm-hmm.
He killed this brother, killed this brother, this sister, beat this sister down. Why are we doing that? If we're in this race to fight for justice and equality, we need to be in here fighting and trying to really have self-control with each other and respect each other's opinions and thoughts and respect each other's space and build together, because when if we come together and get on one accord, we'll get some things done.
Yeah.
um Ta Tiari, I hope I said that right, says it's going to be more Trump people voting than it is non-believers in vote, because all of them Trump supporters are going to take their wives, kids, and grandchildren go out to vote, and it's sad. Yeah. If we're quiet, they feel like we have an attitude. That's right. I told you, Kay Nicole. If you just go to work today, like I'm a morning person. I love to get up, but I love to get up and be silent. Let me get my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just, get it together. And then I'll be okay for real. Like I'm okay. And they're like, you okay? You wanna, da, 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 da. I'm like, I'm okay. I promise I'm good. I'm good. I'm not mad about nothing. But is it the look on my face? Is it how I'm looking?
Yeah.
Or is it because I'm black and they think everybody's angry? Jay Bennett said, we $1 trillion in spending power. Money talks. Absolutely. Money talks. You can't beat that. Money talks. And if you ain't got it, too bad, so sad. You just ain't in the run. You ain't in the run. And that's what I'm talking about, keeping us in debt. Like, how do we get ahead? We go and we get our education and we get our degrees, but now if we get a good job, it's all going to student loans. You know, how can we create a tuition scholarship where it says that you pay it for so long and then it's forgiven? I don't know. Is that not fair? I think it's fair. You pay so long and then and you pay good and on time, and then at the end of that, then it's forgiven. You know, when is it that we give felony forgiveness? I know that, like, I know someone has had several felonies but has turned their whole life around, right? Didn't get in trouble for 20 years and went to get a whole pardon, or not a pardon but a whole
Expunge.
expungement, and said, no, we have 3 felonies. What does that have to do if I'm doing what's right? Right? So they denied him because you have 3 felonies. So what? I had 3 felonies, but I've been 25 years clean, got my nose clean, working, got a family, doing the right thing, but you're denying me of being able to get a really good job because you won't expunge the stuff off my record. So I can't get a good job and make a decent living. That's how they hold us back too. Bossic Mom, I might can pull out $2 too. Sharine Hill says, as leaders with platforms, we must encourage young people to register to vote. Absolutely. Study the constituents, verify their track record, then cast their vote. So Corey, what are you saying to your children? What would
I'm gonna leave that totally up to them.
so you educate them and
On
then
the
let them make the decision?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that totally up to them.
Right. I
Voting.
think, yeah, I think, and you have to, because they have to be able to make their own choices. But I think you educate them for what you give them, what you have, you educate them, teach them how to do their research and all that. And then you're right. I'm teaching mine to vote. But if you don't, I can't beat you over the head for it. It's your opinion. And that's how you feel. Yeah, T Rona, that's okay. She says, I'm still on voting. We're back there too. She says we need to put judges, mayors, and lawmakers in place. It's not just a presidential thing. State and local elections count. Please vote. It's true. In every state, city, county, whatever, you have your people that are um in a position where they can change the laws. It's just a phone call and you have access to them. Like you can go to where's it, Oklahoma City or wherever your capital is, and you can get to those lawmakers, and you can raise your voice, you can speak up, but not enough people are doing it. And then when they go and put the votes in, then they just vote their way. So if you don't speak up, if you don't go show face, if you don't support, then you can't be heard. What else we got? What else we got? So I guess nobody's going to call in and talk to us. Ed Newton is not going to show up. Dan is not going to show up. But this is a good conversation.
I don't know where they at.
Yeah, I don't know where they at. You showed up, and I'm so thankful. We cannot make them, but at least let them know their rights, inform them. That's exactly it. You can't make anybody do anything, but educate and let them make their choices. Let them make their choices. So with that, maybe we come back when the guys can come back together, because it could have been a
I'll come back. I'll come back.
We'll come back with them. I understand Dan's situation. I don't know what happened to his social media, but we'll make sure that everybody is on, because they got some good stuff. They got some good stuff to talk about. It just didn't happen, for us tonight. But it was a good conversation still, Flap. I enjoyed you, and And I understand. I
Mm-hmm.
really wanted to find out about the flag and what you felt about that,
Mm-hmm.
and why. And it makes sense. You say, and that's what we say: no justice, no peace. They're saying no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace, because we're saying equality and justice for all, but it's not happening.
It's not.
It's
It's
just
not.
not happening, and it's blatant. Like they don't hide it. They don't hide it.
Yeah. That's why we kneel. You know,
Yeah.
no respect.
Yeah, so everybody, I thank y'all so much for being being on the live tonight. We're gonna come back. We're gonna make sure that the guys are here because the conversation can get deep with them. And with
Mm-hmm.
Flap, we'll be more engaged with them as well. And we'll come back
Mm-hmm.
in a couple of days and do this again. Until next time, you guys respect each other. Keep raising your voices. Keep speaking out. Keep doing what's right. But we got to be heard, and remember that we're not just doing it for the moment, that we got to continue to do it. Like this has to be a life changing thing. It's like a diet. You get on a diet and you lose this weight, you can't go back to eat bad, right? You got to keep on doing what the right things to maintain it. So we got to keep on doing the right things and then put them in place and then maintain it. But remember, if it at all costs, start thinking about a business that you would want to own. Think about what you really like to do. What is that? Are you an event planner? Do you want to sell clothes? Do you want to be an IT person? Create
Mm-hmm.
your own opportunities, and they cannot take that from you.
They
So,
can't.
and
And
then
learn how to work that computer because
yeah,
stuff sells. You got to be able to sell stuff online and go to the post office and mail it.
that's it. And
You got to be able to do that.
that's how they're doing it these days. You're actually
Yeah.
it's everything online. So you got to
True.
learn that system inside out. You
Yep.
got to have the mentality of a business person. It's not hard. You don't have to be the smartest person on earth to own a business. Uh,
Mm-mm.
you just figure out what you like to do. Don't just jump into something to jump into it, but make sure it's something that you love to do. Like I know there are people that own several businesses and do several different things. Fine, do that. If do
Mm-hmm.
that, but the main thing is that you create your own opportunities. Don't wait for them to give you an opportunity and open the door for you, because you'll be stagnant and stuck.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
create your own opportunities, you can grow as you want to grow. So
Yep.
just remember that. If you remember nothing else out of this tonight, we'll come back in a couple of days. Flap, you guys take care of
But,
yourself, respect yourself and each other. I'll see you soon. Have a good night.
all right, Marie.
All right, see y'all later. Thank you,
All right.
chat. Thank you, mods.